Welcome to BofC Live, the daily video and podcast series of Business of Cannabis. BofC Live highlights the companies, brands, people, and trends driving the global cannabis sector. Learn more at businessofcannabis.ca. Coming up, a BofC Live conversation with Chris Milan. He is the VP of Sales for CannaBusiness ERP. They are a partner of ours for an event coming up on Thursday. Chris Milan, thanks for being on BofC Live this Monday morning.
Jay, appreciate the time.
Well, we're going to see a lot of you this week because we wanted to connect with you. We are doing an event together on Thursday about how to set up and run a thriving cannabis cultivation business. You guys are our presenting partner, which we always appreciate, not only because we appreciate it, but also because you are expert at this. And we are going to be connecting with you, obviously, again on Thursday. We've connected with Corey Parnell from Bridge West, and we've connected with, we will connect with Sterling Studenmeyer from Pure Greens. These are people you work with closely, yes?
That is correct. Yeah, we work with them, very often, and Sterling has been one of our most excited partners who is always willing to have people come out and do an on-site visit. So you can always go and check out how they're running their business and how they're leveraging technology to do that.
Well, in the build-up to that event, we've been doing our research on Sterling because I'm going to have to talk to him. And he always talks about people, process, technology as being like the three pillars upon which their business is built. Obviously, we'll expect to hear that from him again on Thursday, but you've seen it in practice. You see how they work. Like, how does he put that into the world? Is it like, it seems pretty impressive.
It is. And he's always been kind of that people, process, technology kind of attitude, when he was consulting at Anderson. So he knows that's the formula that works, right? So he understands how to be operationally efficient. And I think, people that join this webinar there's going to be nuggets, right? Corey's an expert. He works with so many different cannabis companies and working on inventory and costing and 280E and all the things you need to worry about. And Sterling has done it from the ground up, right? And has really built quite the business. So, I think there will be nuggets no matter what size of company that you are, whether small, medium, or large. I think there'll be a couple, 2-3 nuggets that any cultivator, processor that's in the cannabis industry can look and go, wow, you know what? I think that's two cool things I think I can take back and look into and possibly be able to implement at my own business, right? I don't, 5 is too many. I think 2 or 3 nuggets of gold that you can get out of a webinar like this with some really good experts that are on the line, I think, can add a tremendous amount of value to your business.
Yeah, and we're also in this space, and I want to ask you, like, this rapid growth of the cannabis sector, which I feel like we've been saying for years, like rapid growth of the cannabis sector, we are now on the cusp of so many more states and big states coming online that really need to create their own infrastructure around cultivation and processing and manufacturing and getting it to market and understanding that. And, those new states can learn from the states and the people that have come before them. And actually, that's what I want to ask you, like the companies you're talking to that are thinking about ramping up in this sort of soon to be markets, like, are they taking the lessons from like the Pure Greens and the Sterlings and the sort of expertise of the Coreys, and like, are they putting it into practice? And are you sort of seeing that?
We are. I mean, we're talking to a number of, multi-state operators, whether it's just 2 states or 12, right? And the theme is pretty similar in the fact that if they are in a couple states now, they're like, wow, we've got 3 different systems running. They're all saying something different about what my yield is, what my cost per gram is. You can consolidate your financials relatively smoothly, kind of, but it's still painful. But when you really look at the operational data, it all falls down, right? Because there's 16 different versions of the truth. Everyone reports on it differently. Systems look at it differently. And not being on one single platform really can cause a lot of heartburn because you're not taking advantage of what maybe one of your sites is doing really well and trying to replicate that in another site. Because it's really hard to figure that out because you're not all looking at the same amount of data in the right way and being able to look at the KPIs to say, oh, wow, why is that so much better there? And we know we need to be able to take advantage of what we've already learned somewhere else and apply that into some of our newer sites. So I think, we're starting to see like, getting onto one platform, one single point of truth, and being efficient with that is becoming really important in this industry right now.
Yeah, and we've seen it certainly on the Canadian front that, regardless of small, medium, or large size facility, having that facility be running at its, running smoothly, running efficiently is super important, but also having it be right sized, right? Like you
Yep.
can't be too big and produce too little yield. If you're like all those things need to be, as you said, sort of one system. And then getting the people onto that system, getting them analyzing the data, all those things are absolutely critical to success. And that's why we're so keen to work with you and work with the team putting together Thursday's webinar. And we encourage folks to sign up. It's going to be a big one. We're close to over 200 people at this point. So it's going to be great. And I think we'll leave it there and leave people asking more and signing up. And we'll see you online on Thursday. And then, of course, after everybody's presentations and conversations, we'll have you and the team in a breakout session to answer even deeper dives. So we look forward to seeing you on Thursday, Chris. Thanks as always for your time, and we'll see you there.
All right, thank you. Looking forward to it.
That was Chris Milan of CannaBusiness ERP. If you like this program, please rate and review us wherever you heard this podcast. Thank you for joining us on BofC Live today. We're able to do what we do thanks to our ongoing partners, including Cannabis at Work, Cannabis Benchmarks, CanDelta, Headset, Gallagher, and Torque & Mains.